Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark with Limo Marketer here, and in today's video, I want to talk about what landing pages are and why you even need them. So a landing page, there's actually two different ways you can define a landing page. One way to define it is it's any page you land on after you click on any sort of link, right? It's the page you land on, which that's the most common definition. When I talk about a landing page, I typically am referring to a lead capture page, a one-page website that's sole intention is to get someone to convert, meaning someone to call, or someone to book online, or someone to initiate a live chat, or someone to fill out a quote request form. That's the goal. When we're doing online advertising, the goal isn't to get them to look at 100 pages of our website and leave. And that's, after talking to lots of different operators, it almost seems like they think, well, no, I want them to look around my website, read the About Us, you know. I want them to read our whole story. We have a very, very interesting story. It's like 10 pages long, and you know, they need to read that. They don't care, okay? They don't care. What they want is, they want to know, do you have what I need? How much is it going to cost me? And can I trust you? That's it. That's what they want to know. Okay, so with that in mind, what do we need to do on our landing page? Let me just draw a quick little page here. And look, here's the thing. I usually draw these little things as like a desktop, but nobody's on their desktop. 80% of traffic is mobile. So stop looking at your website on your desktop. Now, if you do large vehicles, motor coaches, executive coaches, those sorts of vehicles, it's probably more like 50-50, 60-40, 60% mobile, 40% not. Just because, and I'm just guessing here, I don't know for sure, but many times it's businesses that are renting them, organizations, and so someone will be at their computer searching for a company like this, not on their phone. But for most of you watching this video, focus on mobile. So number one, at the very top, let's do our logo. Now, I'm showing this. This is going to be your above the fold on mobile. So as soon as, I would show you my phone, but I'm actually recording on my phone. So as soon as you go to a website on your phone, before you scroll at all, no scrolling. It's what you see before you scroll. And that is the most valuable real estate on your website or landing page. And here's what I like to see. Logo, click to call number, and then a quote request form. I'm not going to draw all these little squares, but you see, I'll just say quote right here. And then if you can man it, right, if you're available, a live chat. Live chat. If you can't get back to people right away, actually I should say this. If you're still driving and you don't have an office manager or someone, a dispatcher who's monitoring this, don't do the live chat, because there's nothing more frustrating than it being the middle of the day, you go to a website, you initiate a live chat, oh, sorry, we're out. So if that's the case, don't use a live chat. So this is actually perfect for a stretch limo, party bus, if you do wine tours, if you do weddings, any sorts of that stuff where the dollar amount of the event's very high. I recommend a one-step form. And look, the truth is, even if you do airport and your average transaction is 100 to 150, I've got lots of clients who have a lot of success with using a one-step form combined with text automation, okay? Because what you don't want to do is get a quote request for an airport run and then send them an email 30 minutes later with their quote. No, they want it now. So if you do this and you're a black car company, which most of the people that are watching this are, you know, most transportation companies are less than 5 vehicles, and so I'm guessing most of you watching this are in that position. And if that's the case, and you do want to use a one-step form instead of like an online booking form, which have their benefits and drawbacks, then I highly, highly recommend you need to set up some sort of text automation, because when someone is looking to book an airport transfer, they don't want to wait 30 minutes and check their email for their quote. So what I suggest is set up an automated text to go out as soon as this form, as soon as they hit the, get my quote, as soon as they punch that button, within 30 seconds, I want them to have a text message on their phone saying, thank you so much for requesting a quote. We are going to be, we will have you your quote in under 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. That's what you want. And in order to do that, I highly recommend that you use templates. So if you use a CRM or whatever you use, you need to make it so that you can very quickly send out a quote. If you're sitting there on your phone typing with 2 thumbs a full quote, that takes way too long. We need to be more efficient. We need to leverage automation. Okay? And so this is kind of what you want your mobile to look like, mobile above the fold. Now, why do you need lots of different landing pages? Well, here's what I generally recommend. This is what I do. I do a landing page for each type of buyer, right? So you've got your airport traveler. You've got, your stretch limo / party bus, which you could use that for people doing weddings, you name it. So stretch limo / party bus. So this would be its own page, right? And even better, bonus points. Let's say you operate in New York and you do multiple airports. Bonus points if you have a landing page for each major airport: Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, Westchester, Teterboro. And then, so this is its own. And then finally, if you do larger vehicles, you should have your own landing page just for your motor coaches, for your executive coaches, for your large buses. Sprinters, I typically would lump them. If it's a limo sprinter, I would lump it here. If it's an executive sprinter, I'd probably lump it here. Can't even draw arrows today. Come on. Okay, there we go. For your sprinters. So you don't need a ton of different landing pages, and the reason for that is, and I'm especially referring to Google Ads here. If you're doing SEO, then yeah, have a wedding, Los Angeles wedding limo service landing page. Highly recommend that. Or, I'm in Orange County here. Do a wedding limo service page for every single city in Orange County. Because that's going to be, you will rank much, much better for that because it's so specific. But with Google Ads, if there's not enough people searching for a particular query, the keyword won't even work. So I have clients and customers that ask, hey, Mark, we mainly do weddings. I want to focus on, I just want a landing page for weddings. And and of course I can do that. And we can make this landing page about weddings. But typically, many times people that are searching for a wedding limo service, they'll just search limo service. Some people will search wedding transportation, wedding shuttle, wedding bus, things like that. So if you're in a large enough market, it could make sense, but typically it doesn't. And so I don't want to have this video run too long. So what I want you to remember about landing pages is this. Focus on mobile and focus on above the fold, meaning before you start scrolling. You want them to get everything they need. You want them to know the next action you want them to take, right? That's what you want. And then you should have separate landing pages if you offer these separate services. If all you do is airports, you don't need several landing pages. As I had mentioned before, if you do multiple airports, sure, having a landing page for each one, that can slightly improve results I've seen. Not a whole lot. Really, it's getting the basics down. Making sure the above the fold looks good. It's easy for someone to get a quote. And this isn't about that, but really, all of this means nothing if you're not rapidly following up, getting someone a quote right away. because they don't want to wait around for 30 minutes and check their email for their quote because it's already too late. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, give it a like. Let me know in the comments, are you using landing pages? And if so, how are they working out for you? Thanks for watching, guys.